Hi, I'm Jenna Ryan with themarketingshop.com, and today we're going to discuss blogging for your website and blogging for rankings actually. So what we're going to talk about is how to make your blog or your website more interesting. One of the first things to consider whenever you're blogging is to make it personable. Don't be afraid to be personal. Don't be afraid to talk to the person who's reading the website one-to-one. This is a person you want to bring your website to life, bring your blog to life using personal pronouns. Also, you can, say things that are your opinions and things. Put your photos on your blog. You may feel, a little bit bashful about promoting yourself online. However, people are relational, and we don't want to deal with computers. We want to deal with people. The more real you can appear and the more real you can be on your blog or your website, the more results you'll get, the more phone calls you'll get. Don't be afraid to be real. So your blog will be a lot more interesting if you can establish a human link between the audience and you, the writer. Another way to make your blog interesting is to include photos of the topics that you're writing about. The web is full of photos. You could do a Google search on images, a Google image search, and find photos that fit really nicely in with what you're saying. And a lot of those photos on there were taken from other websites the exact same way. I'm not saying plagiarize, you've got to use wisdom and not just go and steal all the photos you can, but there's just certain places, there's certain photos that have, everybody's passing along basically. Or you can go to iStock Photo and find a photo for $1 that's perfect. Couple of things to remember when you're putting photos on your blogs though is keep the size small. Don't make it huge. I have some people that would do a photo and it's so big it makes you have to have a scroll on the bottom of the screen. You don't want that. You want to keep the photos small so that they load very quickly. Don't steal from your competitors. Don't just take a photo from a competitor. That would be violating their copyrights. Put photos of yourself, real photos of yourself, doing things related, like if you're selling homes, then maybe walking into a home or showing a home. You may also want to put some things that aren't related to real estate on your blog, just to kind of liven things up a bit, because people are going to get bored just reading about real estate all the time. So you may want to put, this is one place where you can every once in a while insert things that are, interesting to you personally. Not, the whole blog. I'm just talking maybe a couple of blog posts about philanthropy, things that you're doing, maybe if you're volunteering at the local SPCA, maybe a picture of a dog, things that are cute that get people's attention. Think of a magazine. A blog is like a magazine. What would you want to read in a magazine? Do you want to be just totally bombarded with a bunch of business related items? No. You want to be intrigued, you want to be entertained. So you're entertaining with your blog. You also want your blog, you want to consider your audience. You don't want to just write a blog and not think about who is reading the blog. Make sure you consider your audience. Be unique. Don't just copy the other person that you're competing with. You want to be unique. You want a theme that nobody else is covering if you want a blog that people are going to read. You want to be different from the other blogs. Take a different approach. Cover something more thoroughly than other people are covering them, or cover something that no one else is covering. One of the things with doing a blog is you need to know when to keep it short and when to write a longer blog. Some people who ramble on and on and on would need to keep their blog short. Some people that are very short, whenever they're very direct and very succinct when they write, need to probably beef it up a little bit. The important thing to remember when writing content for your blogs is to make sure you make them meaty. They need to have lots of information. Don't use a bunch of superfluous words that really have no meaning. When you're on the web, people are scanning. They don't have time to read every single thing. And so you want to make sure that you're giving them the information that they want, because we live in the information age. And he with the most information wins. And he who provides the information in the most easy to digest format will be the one that's respected among the website visitors. So make sure you give lots of good information. Don't over edit yourself when you're blogging. You're probably thinking, my gosh, I'm blogging and I can't do this very good. don't over edit yourself. Don't underestimate what you're doing. Just get it done. Just get it out there, and later on you can go back and edit. And also, just make sure that you remember that people are very personable, and make sure they want relationship, and make sure that you let yourself shine in that blog. And that's all. Thank you.